Welcome to Regions and this Age of Empires forecasted game, and today spawning in the southeast corner of the map in orange we've got B playing as the Ottomans. It's not any old B, it's 3D B. And in the northwest his opponent Kiljardi in yellow as the Ottomans. Welcome everyone to this Age of Empires forecasted game with an Ottomans mirror, game number 3 in a best of 5 for the Call to Arms tournament hosted by egctv, a $15,000 tournament. egctv is back in action, and well, this is game number 3, so if you've missed the first 2 games, don't worry, I've got it on the channel, do not fret. If you want to watch the whole series, the best of 5, I'll be dropping the links to all the games in the set in the comment section below as a pinned comment, so you won't miss a thing. Check it out. If you want to start with game number 1, you're more than welcome to. If you have already seen the first 2 games and you're watching game number 3, well, welcome, you know what's happened. No spoilers there, I won't give it away. And, well, in a mirror match like this, you've got the Ottomans, you've got the military schools happening. It's going to be interesting to see how they deviate from each other in terms of game plan. If you guys haven't seen this map before, well, as the name suggests, the resources are kind of in regions. Like, you've got gold in the middle, 3 major gold veins, and then on the east side, you've got berries, as a food source. On the west side you've got deer as a food source as well, so they're going to challenge for that, and the sacred sites are very much on the edges of the map. There are 2 sacred sites, I believe, and so they're going to be battling it out. Kind of everything kind of influences the players to go towards the middle, and so that's what they will probably end up doing. Well, now you might be wondering, Farman, why have you split the videos up into 3? Well, it's because I got a potato PC, but to explain more, I'll be getting the new PC very soon, hopefully this month. It's going to be 4K footage for you going forward. So going to be upping the game a little bit, looking to try and improve the content, get a bit better at it. And also, I think actually sometimes splitting the videos is kind of nice. It gives people an opportunity to not necessarily have to watch the whole series. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, I'm dealing with what we're dealing with here at the moment. There's not much else we can do. And in terms of what could be an option for both players, it's probably going to be lots of feudal aggression. So I'm kind of excited to see how this one kind of looks to pan out because, well, I won't spoil, but, you know, this is game number 3, so lots have happened. Lots of things have happened so far in the set. You missed a sheep there, B, you missed it. You might be heading back, who knows. It's going to go towards the corner of the map. Maybe it was focusing on other things. As we now maybe think about switching to Kiljardi's perspective. They're going to meet in the middle, it seems, on the east side. And, well, Age of Empires 4 is in a really interesting spot at the moment, a very nice spot because of the fact there's going to be new DLC coming forward soon. And I'm going to be casting a lot of games from that new DLC with a new civilization, at least one. Japanese has been confirmed as the scouts. They do cross paths. Now, both players are going to go up with the twin minaret madrasa. No real surprises there, but looks like Kiljardi, well, he started building it first, but actually B might get there quicker because he's actually got 6 villagers building it. It does mean more villager idle time in terms of gathering for B. We'll have to see who actually gets there first. A bit of a race. Now, Spearmen, what could they hit? The gold is kind of exposed a little bit here for Kiljardi. The gold for B, not so much. It's right at the back. It'll be difficult for Kiljardi to try and get like kind of to that position. Has to go the long way route. And, I mean, it is what it is. Small difference in that. Could play... Hang on a minute. Alright, interestingly enough, B's actually not going to even try and target his opponent. He's just going to push in a deer pack, which is kind of nice, actually. It's quite close to him, right? I say, Kiljardi thinking about doing the same. They really are mirroring each other today in game number 3. It's understandable. That's going to be a lot of food income. Holy moly. Straight to the TC, it seems. As they slowly herd in the deer. Although, Kiljardi's not having a very fun time of this. It's the woodland that's kind of hurting him. Kind of in the way. B, though, is getting all them in very nicely. And it's going to have plenty of food, especially with the twin minaret madrasa. I suspect both players will look to get villages on wood, really, because they want that those production buildings. Alright, well, now that we've got a little bit of break in the game, more or less, if you have been following the whole series and checking out the comment section below to actually get those links for those other videos, then while you're there, maybe give the video a thumbs up and maybe drop your favourite emoji. It really helps the channel. Thought I'd plug that in a little bit. As the deer are being pushed in by B very nicely, straight underneath the town centre. It's actually looking a bit disgusting because I don't think Kiljardi's managed to do the same. The deer just have a lot more distance to cover here for Kiljardi. It's kind of rough. Gotta say, holy moly. So the deer stuck in the woodline as well. So, I mean, RNG is a thing in Age of Empires 4. Oh, that's rough. But, yeah. It is what it is. It's going to be tricky for kiljardi, but he's going to need to find a way to try and make that have as minimal impact as possible. Looks like B's struggling with this one. This guy, he wants to get away with this. He does not want to get eaten today, but, well, but B has other ideas. He's feeling hungry. Honey is not enough for him today. 2 deers are going to be pushed in, so kiljardi does have some time to get the others if he wants to, but kind of struggling on this front. Well, in terms of production, both players aren't actually dropping a second production building. Let's have B going for a second town centre. I mean, it could just be going for more military schools, but I don't know, with 4 villages on stone, it kind of feels like a second town centre. Or maybe he's going for 2 military schools. We'll have to see if he spends the vizier point on another. I mean, he's already built another military school, still on the stone, so we'll see. Might be saving up stone for another military school, or maybe just for a second town centre. And looks like kiljardi doing the same. So it's going to be a very different type of Ottomans gameplay we're going to see. Often, you know, Ottomans do stay one town centre quite a significant period of time, try to put a lot of pressure against other civilizations, but in a mirror match like this, it's going to come to different details. Kiljardi just getting wheelbarrow now, but B's had that for quite some time. B also getting double broadaxe nice and early. So it looks like his builder is just a bit more slick at this point. You know, B's been able to get the economy upgrades in nice and early, and that might hold him in good stead in a mirror match like this. Villagers coming off stone. It doesn't look like it's a second town centre at all, actually. B. Maybe he just scouted out what kiljardi's up to and decided, well, if kiljardi's going 2 town centres, well then, you know, maybe I can punish him for that. And it doesn't actually seem... I take that back. Sorry, I apologise. For a second there, I thought that was actually stone, but it's not. It's gold. So kiljardi, of course, will not be going for a second town centre. So I take all the back talking about 2 town centre play for the Ottomans. That is not happening. Mistakes have been made. In any case, at least we spotted it and rectified it. 2 archer ranges, stable. And so both players are going to be looking to be aggressive. But I wonder whether kiljardi is being a little bit greedy. He's going to go for the vast castle. It could work out for him well if he starts getting units out. He needs production buildings, though. He does have wood for it. And... the good thing for kiljardi is he does have a couple of spearmen, but the unit numbers are going to start to rise for B quite significantly. It does take some time to get that Ottoman feudal age war machine up and running. Now, the good thing for kiljardi is that, well, I mean, B's not going to be on the way to the castle age anytime soon, and so as long as he can weather the storm, he has a way. If he can get some man-at-arms out, that will hold him in good stead. He's going to go for the Mehmed Imperial Armory, as long as he can hold out for as long enough to maybe even get a mangonel. That'll be critical. It's got a lot of villagers heading that direction to get that landmark up. And where is the military for B? Nowhere to be found. And he's investing quite a lot in the timing push B here. Doesn't have the units where he wants them. And so by the time he even gets across the map, if he spots the tech hub now, the B is fully aware of the situation. And he immediately sends his army forward because, I mean, that's what he needs to do, actually, to be fair. He needs to deny that gold. And kiljardi needs to be careful. Like, he needs to make sure he keeps his gold safe. I mean, could have potentially walled up here. I would have loved to have seen kiljardi wall up. He just doesn't have the wood. And he doesn't have enough wood for another production building. I think he's mismacroing this. He needs production. He's only got 2 military schools. He needs wood. He needs it fast. He does have a stable though, so we'll be able to get a knight out or 2. Or lancer rather. But, you know, B does have spearmen, right? So he's going to try and pick up some of those relics, which B might look to try and deny. Let's have some archers, so the spearmen will be at risk. Picks up 1 relic. Needs to back away now, though. kiljardi. The scout followed him the whole way. He's going to engage with the spearmen, actually. Okay, well, it takes a good few first hits. Trouble is, the archer's there, and the archer's focusing on the spearmen for now. Needs to back away as much as he can. Sipahi diving in. Oh, spearman, what are you doing? Okay, I think he's prioritizing the relic, right? But still, this is kind of rough because there's Sipahi there. He's not going to get the relic back home. He's going to get it close, but not close enough. And the lack of production kind of hurting him. Does pick up 1 relic, brings it back home. Probably could be doing well to just deposit here. Pick up another if he can, but a lot of villagers on gold, 11 of them. A lot of villagers on food, but only 1 production building. Gonna get a mosque to deposit that in an awkward position, actually. That could be under pressure. And all of a sudden, well, B's got the military lead. He sacrificed a lot there, kiljardi, just to try and get that relic in. Got very little military. He's starting to get villagers on wood now, but he's missed a little bit of a timing window. He's got plenty of food and gold in the bank. He just hasn't been able to produce, right? got one lancer on the field. Doesn't feel like enough at this stage. He needs more. 3 military. He might struggle. He's going to dive in a little bit. Might take some hits. He's going to charge in. Needs to back away there. Needs to keep up numbers, right? Needs a critical mass of castle age units. And then he can work from there. There's the meta. I mean, yeah, fair enough. He's going to go for crossbowmen. I mean, I don't understand that. I really don't. Why is he going for crossbowmen? There's no armoured units for Ottomans for B. It's such a really awkward pick. I don't know why he's doing that. And he's not going for man-at-arms. Well, it is what it is. It's certainly an awkward choice. Imam coming up to heal. Lancers engaged. Might lose a lancer there to the spearman. And I don't really like. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I like the stable play, because there's still feudal age units that can do like a decent amount of countering. The crossbows doesn't seem to make too much sense with the Sabahi diving in. And this is looking rough for kiljardi now. He's going to lose villagers if he's not careful. I think he's lost a couple already. He does have one relic though. He does need. He's going to go for. Okay, well he's going to go full stable. I guess lancers. You know, if he can outmass the spears, that'll help him. But he needs a large number of these, right? And I think if you're B, well he's lost all his spearmen. To be fair, he's gone full stables himself. So it's not necessarily a bad play, the fact he's gone stables, but I think he just obviously lost a couple of units early on, which kind of hurt his situation. And it will give him the mobility. The trouble with man-at-arms, they're obviously a little bit slower, quite significantly slower. But yeah, these production buildings now that they're up and running and coming in soon, this is going to be looking good for kiljardi. Obviously, we perhaps would have wanted these a little bit earlier, because he was floating a bit of food and gold, but no massive damage done. Although 4 villagers is quite a lot. Here comes the first mangonel, probably the first of many. And there is a third miniature school. Wait a minute. Something that's different is going for the Istanbul Imperial Palace. It's not very often that we see this guy. Double the Imperial Council experience around the landmark. And increases the vizier point limit by +2. So we're looking to get some more vizier points. Spending it on various upgrades and bonuses. And, well, he's going to get that quicker as well, obviously with the production being around it. And we'll be increasing the production speed. So Walalo going off on the east side. Will he get it? No, of course he's not. He won't with this number Sapahi. It's a lovely thumbnail picture, eh? Maybe I'll get that. No, I think I've got to get the thumbnail picture of this. This bad boy right here. The Istanbul Imperial Palace. Well, B will be going to the castle age soon. But here's the big fight. Mangonel does deploy. But the Sapahi probably jump on that very soon. There is the meta involved. The archers for B just managed to get out of there in time. There is a lancer that'll pick apart all those archers though. And overall, not a terrible trade for. I mean, it's a bad trade actually. He lost the mangonel, right? He does lose the meta as well. So B will be kind of okay with this now that he's up to the castle age himself. And he probably look to get some lancers of his own, quadruple stable rather. And with the Istanbul Imperial Palace looking beautiful. Not often that we see this guy, so take it in, guys. Suspect it won't be very soon that we see him again, this guy. Building a mosque. We'll be looking to get a couple of those relics if he can be. Has missed out on 2 already. He has picked off one. One relic, that is. And going to try and keep this guy alive, this Imam, as much as he possibly can. Lancers being dragged eastwards. That's actually really smart by B. And kiljardi took the bait a little bit. And the Imam might just escape here with that relic. Well, the Lancers are getting dangerously close. We hear the gong for a vizier point for B. I think the Lancers will dive this and take out the Imam. He spots it. Hello? Hello? Yeah, okay, he's just trapping him first. Understandably so. And, well, this is going to be a decent fight for kiljardi. No spearmen, although actually a decent number of veteran Sapahi. Actually, who wins this? I think the Lancers should win. Should win pretty convincingly as well. In any case, it is what it is. And he's certainly whittled down the numbers of Lancers, right? So that's important. But a good fight for kiljardi overall. Now he's going to dive into that wood line. B might be losing villagers here. Loses 1 at least. And then wait a minute. Will he even lose 1? He's got it, right? Surely. Hello? Hello? Oh my god. Okay, he got one. He got one. Would have felt pretty bad for him if it didn't. But the Lancers diving right underneath the town centre. I think 2 of these will go down on the retreat. Yeah, they do. Maybe even a third. But, here come the Janissaries for Kiljardi. 10 of them. Oh, holy moly. Yeah, these guys rip through cavalry. And so this is actually quite a nice dynamic in this Ottomans mirror match, right? Both players going for stable units, but the Ottomans in the northwest, in yellow, going for those Janissaries that rip through EDB's Lancers if they get too close, and Sipahi for that matter. But 3 relics have been picked up by Kiljardi, none for B just yet, and so Kiljardi in a strong position in this game, number 3. Picking up the relic on the west, but there's a crossbow there for Kiljardi. We'll snipe that Imam. Unfortunate for him. A couple of Janissaries being caught out a little bit, diving a little bit too close for comfort, and while B's actually taking into his own Janissaries. Sacred Site on the west, captured for B. Saves the villager through the gate, and now is going back onto stone, it seems. Is 3DB thinking about a second town centre? It does. Maybe not. Maybe just a third military school. Which actually, incidentally, Kiljardi already has 4. Such a big difference, actually. I feel like Kiljardi's playing this very, very nicely. He's got 3 relics. He only has 1 sacred site on that front. But I think the fact that Kiljardi has had the advantage for quite some time in terms of villagers and military. Took some good fights. Bad fights early on, but it started picking up a little bit. And he's getting a ram. He's going to try and break through a little bit. And I like this play because the mangonels are a little bit risky, especially against... I mean, it's the value they're going to get. It's not huge, right? Against Lancers. They'll do decently well against Janissaries if they pop out. And, well, there's another ram. Wait, is that the second ram? That is indeed. Yeah, okay. So I didn't know there was 2 already. A 15 military for Kiljardi versus the 23. B's actually looking better on that front. Does have a couple of man-at-arms added to the mix there, Kiljardi. Which will do decent against the Janissaries, not so much against the Lancers, but he's pushing forward Kiljardi, pushing this back quite nicely, despite not necessarily having the numbers advantage. There's a lot of weak units here for B. The Imam coming up to heal. Now Kiljardi would do well to pounce on this if he can. Doesn't quite have the overall unit numbers, but if you can keep them all grouped together in one strong push, it could be good. The Imam getting good value by heating up all these units. Here comes the big fight. Janissaries on the back line for B. They'll be ripping through the Lancers from the north. Man-at-arms trying to get involved as much as they possibly can. A couple of Lancers wrap around from the west. Get a bit of a sandwich, and I think Kiljardi will be losing a lot of units here. Janissaries looking good here for B. He's taking out a lot of those cavalry. And he'll be very happy with that fight, B. The advantage in terms of military numbers just escalated all that much more. 23 versus 9. Don't know why Kiljardi took that fight. Didn't seem optimal. Getting more archer ranges, more production buildings, more outposts on the berries to protect that economy. And B has finally picked up another relic. Maybe looking to pick it up. And another one as well. So I think if B can get 2 relics, actually, it's not the end of the world. You certainly get one of them. And you probably get the other. Now, Kiljardi hasn't had double broadaxe for quite some time. 18 minutes on the clock. Not sure where he's off to. But unfortunately, the outpost takes him out. But certainly a nice game so far. Let me know what you think about the game so far in the comment section below. I think Kiljardi's played this nicely so far. A couple of awkward fights for him, but overall, given the grand context of the game, he's doing decent with the 3 relics. I would love to see him get those. Yeah, I was going to get the eco upgrades now anyway, so a little bit late, but better late than never, as they say. And 4 rams, curiously enough. Janissaries is going to try and take out the Lancers on the retreat. Does get 1, but not the others. 2 meta. Does save some of those villagers. A lot of them weak, though. I mean, is Kiljardi waiting for a massive ram push? I mean, that's what he's toggled. Or he was toggled, at least on the Mehmed Imperial Armory. Has gone back to mangonels for now, at least. And the numbers building up for Kiljardi once more. It might come down to composition. Let's take a look here. So mostly Janissaries for B, and a couple of Sipahi dashed in. Kiljardi's got a lot of rams. A lot of crossbows as well, which do a decent amount of damage against the Janissaries. The Janissaries is very weak to ranged attack. Obviously archers would be more ideal, but, the crossbows, they are still very decent at dishing out ranged damage. They've got that 12 crossbow attack. Now Kiljardi is ahead by 3 villagers. Oh, takes a bit of a fight there. Lancers do need to back away. That's a fight that Kiljardi cannot win. That's a B trying to cut off the retreat on those guys. He's heading westwards. On the east side, not much happening here. Just keeping an eye on the sacred site there, B. Tries to raid with 1 lancer. 2 outposts there protecting the villages on barriers. Might lose 1 though. It should survive that village, I think. It should survive. Oh no, maybe not actually. Second hit might kill him. Oh, survives the 2 HP. In the south though, here's a big engagement. Those lancers need to back off. I was going to lose units here. Precious units, Kiljardi. Don't want to be doing this. The meta's going to be cornered in. Another Vizier point for 3 DB. What's he going to spend it on? There's a 3rd military school so far. Would do well to add in a 4th if you could. Meta with the Lancer, I think. Oh, trying to block there, Kiljardi. Back away with the meta though. Bit of raiding happening. That Lancer will go down for B. Yeah, and they're going to snipe a couple of villages if you can. But Springwood emplacements in the outpost is going to be strong. He needs to focus on the weak villages first, damn it. He gets 1. Possibly a 2nd if he micros this well. Yeah, he's going to focus on the weak one, but I'm not sure. Oh, he misclicked it. Does he get it? Oh no, he just misses out. Only just. That was close. But anyway, keep on the front lines for B, trying to protect the gold veins in the middle. That'll be going down to the 4 rounds pretty quickly, especially if the units can get in the position there for Kiljardi. He needs to get her stat. Couple of villagers here on stone for B that could potentially try and torch the 4 rams down, but 4 is quite a significant number. Struggling to get actually the surface area around the keep to try and attack it. The pathing is really hurting. Villagers come out to torch. The military is not there. The military is on the west side. A lot of units do go down for Kiljardi. He took a bad fight. The Janissaries in huge numbers for B. Now he's heading towards the middle of the map to protect that keep if he can be. I think he might keep the keep alive. We'll see. Kiljardi. I mean, will he get the keep down? He might potentially. The villagers are idle. I'm not sure why. B rushing in with the lancers. The keeper's on 700 HP. Villagers are coming out to repair. Janissaries are helping on the lines as well. I think the ram will be taken down. The keep will survive for now. And, well, Kiljardi's lost a lot of military. He's down to 5 military. Took a terrible fight on the west. And he's not been able to take out that keep. A lot of investment in those rams. And 42 military to 4. I think B could just push this and pretty much just win the game. I think he took a terrible fight. It's often the case in mirror matches. Takes the outpost down. There's no more defenses for Kiljardi. And I think B just needs to keep ramping up production as much as he possibly could. The gold is in control for B. I wonder if the initial gold is running out. No, he's still got a decent amount of gold still for now at least. Question is will he survive? Because a lot of units coming in. Janissaries, crossbows, lancers for B. All coated armor in orange. Looking to raid on the east side as well. Farming transition coming in. 2 outposts with spring replacements will do a lot of damage to those lancers. But again, B causing a lot of idle time, which is certainly helpful for him. And game number 3, spicing up a little bit. In the stealth forest, B could look to do some damage, critical damage on the woodline and gold. There's a mangonel, but it just doesn't feel enough. Mangonel deploys, gets damage on the lancers, which is not really wants to be. Holy smokes, those villagers on gold are getting absolutely massacred. Man-at-arms are nowhere to be found for either player at this point. Janissary is getting poked and prodded, does lose the meta, and the mangonel pushes his back slightly, but more villagers have been taken care of. 22 have been lost for Kiljardi so far, and possibly losing more. Yeah, he will lose more. It's just kind of rough. Trying to get a counter raid here with lancers, but not achieving all that much. It's a lot of villagers and gold there for B, 24 to be exact. But yeah, 55 military versus 17. B's just taken much better fights so far in this match. And it does feel a little bit rough here for Kiljardi. I wonder how he might find a way back. I think B just needs to think about reading the game and whether he should just attack, and the answer is an emphatic yes. And it could give him a strong footing in this best of 5. Obviously, this is the 3rd game of the set, so you know, the end of this game could be very telling who wins the set. Trying desperately not to spoil things for you guys. If you haven't seen the other games just yet. Picks off the Imam, and now it looks like B is going to give the signal to his army just to be a bit more aggressive maybe. Sending the cavalry on the east, keeping the janissaries and crossbows back at home to defend. It's going on a bit of a raiding party led by the Khan. Actually, I'll take that back. A Khan? What? This is not Mongols. Okay, look. Hear me out. It's almost 10 p.m. I'm exhausted. But I do love Age of Empires and casting games, so I wanted to bring this to you guys. Complete the set today. He's going to take out the outposts, so there's obviously no Khan. There's no Mongols here on this map. Spy does look a bit like a Khan, but yeah, we won't go there. Villages will go down, even more of them. And the 2 outposts not enough to defend. The Janissary is going to be on the front line, denying the gold and wood, and well, kiljardi is going to struggle to have access to gold, and without gold, he is not going to get the premium castle age units that he would want. He's going to try and push forward on the wood line anyway, and take out the outpost if he can, and then work from there. The mangonels, they do deploy, take a lot of damage, those janissaries. The mangonels going to fire off again, and get decent damage. And 2 mangonels as well. Look at the food income for kiljardi. Almost 2,000, maybe slightly mismacroed this game so far. He lost a lot of units, and the kind of momentum that he's had is kind of suffered a little bit. 2 sacred sites there for B. Has control of the gold in the middle. 60 military on the field. 74 economy units. Kiljardi has won last roll of the dice with the mangonels and the janissaries and crossbows. If that army goes down though, I feel like it'll be the last army that he makes. B playing the slow and methodical, just bringing the army back to the middle of the map to protect the gold. And why not? Well, Kiljardi's going to have to try and pressurize one of the sacred sites, because sacred site timer has been activated, and B's just done so well at getting those upgrades, right? Look at the blacksmith upgrades in the top right of your screen, and also the eco upgrades. It's looking very, very nice. He's getting the second wood upgrade as well, lumber preservation, just to really solidify his economy, and he's going to start pumping out those units. Take a look. Looks like this was a good shout in the end. Istanbul Hero Palace has another vizier point to be able to spend, and has 4 of those military schools active and running. Gets a couple of units on the east side raiding very nicely. A couple of barracks being made by Kiljardi. He needs to spend that food if he can. Ideally get a market just to balance the economy. Kind of struggling on that front. He's got plenty of villages on food, 37 to be exact. Where are they all? There's a huge farming transition. I think the balance of the economy not in his favour at this point. But here comes a strong push by B on the front lines. Going to snipe out Mangonel maybe. Janissaries, they need to be careful. Take a couple of hits. Imam's there to heal up though nicely. And he's going to dive in with this critical army. 76 military versus 37. I'm not sure Kiljardi can hold on for much longer. Villagers on the farms having to retreat back to the town centre, but there's no army to protect them. How does he defend? 41 military, but I think they're out of position. They went eastwards and now they're coming back, but it's kind of sporadic. Some Sipahi trying to get a raid there with 2 mangonels and janissaries, but they're out of position. He's trying to be aggressive himself, but take a look. He's being decimated at home. This could be the end of the match, because Kiljardi's army, he went forward to try and get some damage, but he's getting hurt at home. Still a decent number of crossbows actually pushing away the lancers. Where's the infantry would be? There they are on the wood line. 2 mangonels, decent. If the mangonels get taken out, this could be a strong push by Kiljardi actually. Now, despite the economy lead, despite the military lead, could be losing a lot. I mean, surely not, right? This is kind of crazy how this is turning out. But no, I don't think so. I think Kiljardi loses this one. The lancers in good numbers. Janissaries just sweeping up everything on that wood line. He's down to 36 villages, 25 military. Back at home, B is dealing with this, sort of struggling, but 11 villagers garrison inside the town centre. Not a huge amount of siege to really lose too much production. If he snipes out the mangonel, that could be huge. Villagers coming out with their shivs and their torches. A lot of the crossbows going to do decent damage. I'm not sure if B wants to do that, but it doesn't matter because, well, Kiljardi taps out. He lost way too much at home. And, well, game number 3 goes in the way of 3DB. And if you want to see game number 4, check out the pinned comment in the comment section below. The link to that video will be there. Take care and see you next time.